How to create a new migration project. At first, sign in to Quest on Demand. From the navigation pane, click Migrate Projects to open the Migration Projects view. Click Create Project. Or if you have already created one or more projects, click Create Project as shown here. Choose the type of migration project. Select source and target tenants from the drop-down list. Click Save and Continue. Step 2. Assets. Select one or more assets from the set of information assets that you want to migrate. The account asset is mandatory because all other assets are directly or indirectly linked to Active Directory accounts in your source and target tenants. You can also select all. When you're done, click Save and Continue. Consents. Most Microsoft 365 objects can be migrated when the service principals for each asset have been granted the consent. There are two options. Click Grant. Consent to grant the consents to the service principal if the tenant consents were not granted when you added the tenants. Or click Regrant Consents to refresh the consent granted to the service principals. It is recommended that you re-grant consent to ensure that the consent to the service principals are refreshed. Migration of some Microsoft 365 objects require a user principal with the global administrator or other specific roles, and you must provide additional authorization. You can choose to use migration features that require additional credentials in the next step. Now, if you re-granted all consents, you can click Save and Continue. Step 4, Features. In this step, you can grant additional authorization with the source and target user principal. Enter the email address and password of the target user account. Click Save and Continue, or you can also skip this step for now. I will also show you how to set this after creating the project if you don't fill these fields now. So I will skip this page for now. And the last step is Overview. You can verify the information you have provided for each step. Click Edit to return to the step and revise the information as needed. If everything is fine, you can just select the checkbox, Open Project, and after you select Finish, you have New Project and you can see it right after creating the project. It activates the project. So, because we skipped the last step, we need to add account for OneDrive pre-provisioning if not entered when creating a project. We can do it like this. In Existing Project, click Accounts. Click Dashboard, Configure Connections. From the Configure Connection wizard, select the target tenant. Activate the ability to provision OneDrive accounts in the target tenant using another Azure user account that has the SharePoint administrator role. Enter the credentials as required. Fill these two fields, administrator and password. After that, click Save and Finish. And that's it. Thank you for taking the time to watch and have a great day.